seen her anywhere. Can you see that lady anywhere? Where she's gone?
Which one are you? Which one are you doing?
Blue Bossa. Blue Bossa. Blue Bossa. Take it away, boy.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1 minute and then we'll do the chicken. Give it 1 minute and then we'll do the chicken.
How long's a song? Like how long's a song? 4 minutes? 3 minutes? Yeah, give us a 4-minute song.
Chicken all over again.
Thank you!
Chicken, everyone's all food is
Double solos and everything.
not too fast as well, so we can extend it.
afternoon. I'm Nicole Holt, Associate Director of Student and Academic Support, and I would like to warmly welcome you all to this University of Salford graduation ceremony. I would also like to thank the University of Salford Graduation Band, our musicians, a full-time undergraduate and postgraduate students of the university. I'm sure you'll agree that their performance has really got our ceremony off to a good start, and therefore, may I ask you to join me in showing your appreciation for our amazing musicians. Graduands, your relationship with the university does not end when you graduate. In fact, it's only just beginning. You are now a member of a global alumni community of over 170,000 graduates. We would love to keep in touch with you to ensure that you are kept up to date with the latest benefits and services available to you as a member of our alumni network. If you haven't done so already, please ensure that you visit the alumni team in Maxwell Building to the left as you exit to collect your free souvenir t-shirt and update your contact details. Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask if you will kindly ensure that your mobile phones are switched off for the duration of the proceedings. The ceremony will now begin. For those of you who are able, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
Declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees from the University of Salford.
Graduands, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Margaret Rowe, Dean of the School of Health and Society.
Welcome to the School of Health and Society graduation, and we're really honoured that you are all here today to show and demonstrate the success and hard work that you have achieved over the period of time of your study with the University of Salford. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of all of the staff and fellow students and really hope that you have a wonderful day, because achieving degrees and postgraduate qualifications and doctorates is absolutely a pinnacle in many people's lives. The school has had a really exciting year, and we've achieved a great deal of activity both within Greater Manchester and nationally and internationally. And we have won a number of prestigious awards and grants in relation to research and development. We've been recognised as developing outstanding contribution to the external environment, and we believe that our students are absolutely our partners as we develop our education going forward. We've had some exceptional results around the National Student Survey, some of the highest in the country, with achieving 100% satisfaction from a number of our student groups in occupational therapy, criminology and sociology and midwifery, and doing exceptionally well in the other disciplines as well. And we're really pleased that our students can see that we want the best for them and they are giving us the best. We've got a series of research streams that have been developed, and we really feel the importance of giving back to society. We have the Salford Anti-Poverty Task Force, which is a research group and knowledge exchange partnership between the university and Salford City Council. And this is groundbreaking, looking at policy which is having a national impact and looking at poverty, fuel poverty and homelessness. We've also developed a new group called the Human Movement Technologies, which was formed earlier in the year, and they've launched a 1.4 million project to develop fit-for-purpose, body-powered prostheses. Internationally, we have students from all over the globe, China, Middle East, Europe, and America. And we have really been trying to ensure that not only do we encourage students from different parts of the world to come and study at the University of Salford, but also that our students have opportunities through Erasmus to go to other parts of the world and get those similar experiences. The school's been working very closely with a number of partners. We held the first international social prescribing conference earlier in the summer with 220 delegates from around the world, looking at how we can develop and take forward health in a different approach to what we've previously been doing. The Directorate of Sport and Exercise and Physiotherapy has established clinical services and has been working with the Manchester Institute for Health and Performance at the Etihad site. And we have had a number of students who've developed, supported by academics, their own clinics that individuals from Salford and Greater Manchester can utilise. We have the Institute of Dementia, and we had a really successful year within Dementia Week. And I'm pleased to say that Christopher Eccleston was named as our patron for the Dementia Institute and the Hub. And we've been doing a lot of work in bringing individuals who are living with dementia to come into the university, sharing their experiences, giving us greater knowledge and greater ability to improve the lives of individuals who are living with dementia. I've given you a brief outline of some of the initiatives and world-leading work, the research that we've been doing within the school. And I just want to thank you for choosing the University of Salford to undertake your education. We hope this has really made you feel prepared for the world of work. And in the room, this is our nursing group of students. And we believe that you will be able to make such a difference to people's lives. I wish you a wonderful day and congratulate you on your achievements. And whilst it's been an exciting year for the school, it's also been a very significant year for the university. And as such, I'm very proud to introduce our presiding officer of the ceremony, our Chancellor, Professor Jackie Kay.
Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates of 2018, as Chancellor of the University of Salford, I'm delighted to welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony, celebrating the awards you've achieved. We are here today to congratulate you, as well as our next generation of graduates, to wish you well and to tell you how proud we are of you as you embark on the next chapter of your life. Today marks the accumulation of years of hard work for you. Recognising your success is rightly the highlight of our university calendar. It is a pleasure, it is a privilege and an honour for me to share this day with you. May I also extend a warm welcome to your family and friends. Hello, family. Hello, friends. Not many friends out there. Whether you've come from just down the road or have travelled long distances to be here, you're all very, very welcome. Welcome. I like when I've been in Nigeria, people say welcome every couple of words. It's really nice. Welcome. You say, you're looking good today. Welcome. I'm also delighted to welcome Elaine Inglesby Burke, CBE. Who joins us today as she receives an honorary degree, and I'm going to be very delighted to be presenting that to you a little later in these proceedings, Elaine. Elaine's nursing career spans nearly 40 years, and she was awarded a CBE in 2015 for services to nursing and to healthcare. It is in recognition of her outstanding career of achievements that Elaine receives her award today. I hope everyone here will take away some very special memories of this very important day. Your university journey will have been a pivotal moment in your life. Alongside your specific studies, you will have further shaped your views on the world, learnt more about yourself, and created memories and friends that will stay with you for life. You've developed intellectually, you hope. Personally, you also hope. And socially. Whether you're now moving on to further studies, new employment, or taking the time to reflect on those opportunities now afforded to you, you can be confident that you're ready to succeed in whatever you've chosen to do. You've done more than just study to get a degree. The passion, drive, and determination you've shown on your journey to date are all qualities that will serve you well in your future. Perhaps, like many of you, I was the first in my family to go to university. I was from an ordinary working-class Scottish family who were over the moon to support me through university. If you told me that one day I would be stood here as Chancellor of the University of Salford and the National Poet of Scotland, I know, I would have told you that you were having a laugh. I was adopted, and when I was made Macker, which is the word for the National Poet of Scotland, the Macker, 2 years ago, my mum said to me, "Who would have ever thought that wee baby we brought home in a basket would have one day grown up to be Macker?" Which paradoxically made me think of a 70s cartoon where the midwife is carrying a little baby and the caption says, "It's a lesbian." Don't know why it made me think of that, but it did. Travelling around Scotland, people keep stopping me to ask me if I'm the Macker. On the ferry the other day from Benbecula to Harris, the man helping me with my luggage on the boat said, "Am I right in thinking that you are your Macker?" I said, "Aye, I'm your Macker." It made me think that I should have some sort of special powers. My birth mother came from the Highlands in Scotland, and my birth father came from Nigeria. I always felt very special being adopted. My mum used to say to me, "We picked you. Other people had to take what they got." So it is a really great honour to feel special in that way, and being here today, I'm hoping that you feel special in a different way, because being granted a degree feels a very, very special thing. It hardly gets more special. It is one of these shimmering, luminous moments in your life that you'll forever treasure. As the African-American writer Zora Neale Hurston said, the present was an egg laid by the past that had the future inside its shell. Get your head round that. Today is one of those days. In these troubled and unsettling times, in these politically turbulent, tragic, and terror-filled times, having faith and hope in a future seems more and more important. And yet, when the terrible things happen, when the fires erupt and the bombs go off, what we're often most touched by is the knowledge that people communally must make a difference. We could call it a collective kindness. It's even more necessary that we draw upon not just our specialisms and expertise, but on our empathy and our kindness, our fantastic human ability to step outside of our own shoes and see the world from other people's points of view. Sorry, I've just lost my place a little bit. even though I know my whole thing off by heart. Yes, here we are. As Mahatma Gandhi observed, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. It's when people do extraordinary things for others that we're the most inspired. When nurses like Mary Seacole, Florence Nightingale or Elsie Ingalls dedicate their lives to helping the wounded, we are inspired. When divers risk their own lives to save the lives of the wild boar football team, we are inspired. I could go on, you could go on, but the point is to always try and give your absolute utmost. Nobody ever regrets giving the most unless the recipient was undeserving. But people do routinely regret not trying their absolute best. From this day forward, you have to give your all, because we live in this very difficult, in these very, very difficult times. And so all of your skills that you've learned today and over the course of these last few years will suddenly come into sharp focus. You've all demonstrated your abilities and your skills and your drive by arriving here today to receive your awards. We're proud of you, as you should be proud of yourselves. I hope also that you'll feel proud of us as your university too. Whilst you've been studying with us, we've increased in our league tables and university ranking positions year on year, reflecting our commitment to making our university a world-class place to study. These results are driven by students increasingly saying how satisfied they are with their Salford experience, and Salford students are now the most satisfied in Greater Manchester. Wahey! Our continued improvement in league table positions is also a result of more and more graduates going on to work in highly skilled and highly paid roles. For me, this is particularly meaningful as the success of you, our students, is our most important mission. Today is about you, students from the School of Health and Society, who are graduating this year. But it is also about all of the people who have helped you on your journey to receiving your award today. Our staff alongside me here today have guided you during your university career and help you to recognise and reach your potential. Your parents, families and friends have also encouraged you along the way, offering emotional, practical and sometimes financial support. I think all of these different kinds of support deserves recognition. So graduates, could I ask you please now to stand? Thank you. And now could you give a massive round of applause to all the people who have helped you on your journey to get this degree today. In just a moment, you'll pass across this stage, and I know that sometimes that can be a wee bit worrying, but don't worry, take your time, just enjoy your moment. You have earned it. I've been in the shoes of some of your parents, sat there watching and waiting for my boy to come across the stage and get his degree. And I know from a mother's point of view how exciting that is. My son's actually just got an award for a film he made called Little Miss Sumo, about a woman sumo wrestler. So he's now on his way back from getting a Tribeca Robert De Niro Film Award. Isn't that exciting? It's very exciting. Yeah, I'll tell him you clapped. I'll tell him I told you. He'll say, Mum, why did you do that? Embarrassing me in that way. But anyway, I get to, and he's not even here to see it. Anyway, this part of your Salford journey will end, but a new one begins, because today is what I would call a double day. It's one of these days where you're excited and looking forward to the future, and you're also looking just behind you to your immediate past. It's a double day. It's a day of celebration, but it's also a day of intense poignancy, because you're also feeling sad about the friends that you're going to be leaving behind, and a bit apprehensive about the future. But remember, this university is your university. Our successes are your successes, and we will always be here to welcome you back with open Salford arms. I know, it sounds like the name of a pub. Finally, I would like you to reflect on your abilities and social obligations as graduates and ambassadors of this university. I urge you to work for the benefit of others, to be a catalyst for positive change in whatever community you choose to live in and work in. Seize the opportunities life gives you. Use the skills and knowledge you've gained here to be the best that you can be. So I'll finish by saying to each and every one of you, be proud of what you've achieved, be bold in your aspirations, and go forward into the world. Go out there and become unstoppable. Very much congratulations. I'd like to finish by reading to you a poem that I wrote specially for graduations. So this is called Dear Graduate, and I'll finish with this. Thank you very much for listening. Dear Graduate, today is the day you switch from graduand to graduate. A couple of hours will have conferred your state, a name that's been 3 years more in the making, and most especially if you started late, how the years they seem to hover, rush, hesitate. Yet here you are, nearly graduates. Congrats, well done, about to cross over to ample hours, fertile land, to stride the borders, corridors to the shy unknown, and grasp the future with 2 bold hands. Today's minutes will be remembered, intimately known, where the future's clock is not yet set to run, how the mirrors will turn into windows open to the sun, or what shape days might offer close at hand. Let them proffer luck and chance, dear graduands. Thank you very much.
I now invite Elaine Inglesey-Burke, CBE, to be presented for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Dr. Elaine Inglesby-Burke, nursing career spans almost 42 years and began in 1977 at Warrington Hospital, where she completed her registered general nurse training, before specialising in critical care and general medicine, and then moving to positions of nurse specialist and manager at St Helens and Knowsley Hospital Trust in 1990. Elaine joined the Walton Centre in Liverpool as the Director of Nursing in 1996 and has since held a number of executive positions in Stockport NHS Foundation Trust and latterly at Salford Royal as the Executive Director of Nursing. She is currently the Chief Nursing Officer for the Northern Care Alliance NHS Group, where she leads a team of more than 7,000 nurses. She is a Florence Nightingale Leadership Scholar and took opportunity to undertake a Women's Leadership Programme for global executives at Harvard University, as well as the Executive Quality Academy at the Institute of Healthcare Improvement in Boston, in America. Elaine is an influential leader, not just in Greater Manchester, leading to the integration agenda across the Northern Care Alliance, but developing a leadership portfolio with global reach. Many of the initiatives she has developed have been implemented nationally across the NHS. These include intentional rounding, always events, and the nursing assessment and accreditation system, led by Elaine. The nursing assessment and accreditation system was created by the nursing teams and was introduced at Salford Royal in 2008, and as a mechanism to assure patients, visitors, staff, and the patients receiving the most highly skilled, safe, clean, and personal care every time. It has since been rolled out across the Northern Care Alliance and was praised by the Care Quality Commission in 2015 and 2018 as being an exemplar of practice. These initiatives in part have resulted in significant and sustained improvement across the Northern Care Alliance. Her colleagues comment that Elaine Elaine has been an executive leadership on such projects that have realised the greatest impact. These include cardiac arrest reduction by 60%, Grade 2 hospital-acquired pressure sores reduced by 68%, and the near elimination of Grade 3 and 4 hospital-acquired pressure ulcers. Falls have been reduced by a further 30%. The reduction in harm of these nurse-sensitive indicators have been lauded widely, not least by the Chief Nurse of England, Professor Jane Cummings. Elaine describes herself as a wife, mother, sister and friend, and that is what we at the University of Salford have seen. When she lost her mum in 2015, she realised the opportunity to grab the reins of the End of PJ Paralysis campaign, an initiative to give back 1 million days of precious time to patients, time which have otherwise been wasted in hospital. In fact, Elaine was the driving force behind this campaign and have seen dramatic reductions in the number of bed evenings that patients have stayed across the UK. This data and information and system have been replicated in New Zealand, Australia, Ireland and Canada, and is making a real difference across the globe for patients. Of course, Elaine is no stranger to working on the front line with clinical staff and regularly does clinical shifts and executes safety shifts with clinical teams. More recently, in the aftermath of the Manchester Arena bombing in 2017, Elaine and her colleagues were key figures in setting up the SWAN Bereavement Squad, which was a multi-professional team across police and health, leading the Northern Care Alliance Bereavement Service and working closely with police officers and coroners to care for and support the 22 victims and their families around the clock. As consequences to this, a newly formed Greater Manchester Bereavement Squad has been set up. This approach was the first and the only in the country and has been praised at the highest levels in government. It is no surprise that, as well as being named on the inaugural Nursing Time Leaders list in 2014, Elaine was awarded her CBE in 2015 for services to nursing. The accolades don't stop there. Elaine was awarded an honorary doctorate in 2018 by the University of Bolton for her outstanding contribution to nursing. Elaine is a valued clinical partner at the University of Salford, working with colleagues, students and service users to help shape the future nurse curriculum, ensuring that the quality and safety is embedded throughout. A champion of nursing and allied health workforce, Elaine has instigated a scheme where nursing students can find employment during their training. In fact, she is so committed to the further enhancing employability of nursing students, she is pledged to offer every graduating nurse and midwife a post in the trust. In addition to this, Elaine has helped facilitate the school's industry collaboration agenda by bringing many clinical placement areas online and creating opportunities from students from other parts of the university to gain experience within that NHS trust. Elaine is an inspirational nurse leader whose key focus has been quality of care. She advocates that health professionals need to ensure they are the voice of patients. When Elaine gave her lecture to the University of Salford nursing students on her nursing journey, the impact it had on the students was extreme. They found that although Elaine was that inspirational nurse leader, the warmth, compassion made a difference to what they believed their trajectory would be. As a woman, a role model and a leader, she exemplifies the values of the University of Salford. This nomination has been unanimous consent of the school executive and many of the staff in the school, one of whom commented that Elaine has led and inspired her team to work with those who are sick and vulnerable to provide the highest possible care. She is simply inspirational, and every day of her career has made a difference to citizens within the Greater Manchester area. This is a woman who doesn't stand still, and it has been a pleasure to observe and be part of the pace and tenacity at which she works and witness the impact of her actions on patient care. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Science honoris causa Elaine Inglesby Burke.
By the virtue of the authority vested within me, I now present you for the award of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Congratulations very much, Elaine Inglesby Burke.
For nurses everywhere. Ooh. So thank you, Chancellor, honoured guests, graduands, family and friends. Firstly, want to express my gratitude to the university. I can't begin to tell you how surprised and delighted I was to be notified of the university's decision to grant me this honour. In fact, when Margaret rang me, I was on a train and a lady handed me a tissue and asked if I was all right. I said, no, they're happy tears. So I started my journey, as Margaret says, in 1977 and never for a moment thought I would be here 41 years later, receiving such an honour. I've been part of the Salford health and social care system for nearly 15 years now. I've seen the extraordinary contribution that the university makes to the growth and the development of this incredible city and beyond. It's not just to education, but to the hearts and the minds of the people who live, visit and work here. The university doesn't just touch the lives of the students, but of their families, their friends, and more importantly, touches the lives of patients, carers, and the local population. And then next, I want to congratulate you, our graduands, and your families, and your supporters. Wow, you survived. You did it. You've achieved something remarkable. You have earned the right to be called a nurse. Be proud. I'd be a fraud if I stood here and said I had wonderful pearls of wisdom to offer up. But what I do know, and what I do offer with certainty, is that I have, like many of you here today, extraordinary family, friends and colleagues. This honorary doctorate is really theirs. I'm only the front woman. So I therefore receive this honour on behalf of all those who've inspired me and supported me. My husband Chris, my mum, Margaret, Mary, Hume, my colleagues, my role models, my family and friends, many of whom are here today. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for continually driving me and our services forward. But of course, the greatest inspiration comes from our patients and their families, who trust in our profession to care for them when they are at their most vulnerable. And nursing, once again, this year, has been identified as Britain's most trusted profession. This is a really proud and well-deserved achievement for you and our profession. It is testament to the hard work, the care and the professionalism that nursing staff provide to patients and their families every day. And that brings me to just one small pearl of wisdom to share with you today. My mum has been an inspiration for much of my life. And you won't go far wrong in your whole career if you treat the people you care for as if they were your mum. And if you ask yourself, if it's not good enough for my mum, then why would it be good enough for anybody else's? And so you speak out if it's not quite good enough. And I'm sure all you nurses out there will agree that nursing brings such amazing opportunities, filled with joy, sometimes filled with sadness, but immense personal satisfaction. I've loved every day, well, almost every day. However, to be receiving this honour in front of you, our Salford University nursing graduates, who are the future of this most trusted profession, this is a special day. This is one of those days that I will say I've loved. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence the presentation of the Postgraduate Awards from the School of Health and Society, and each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Professor Margaret Rowe, Dean of the School of Health and Society, to present the PhD Awards.
Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Health and Society, I present for the award of Doctor of Philosophy with the title, Assessing the Effectiveness of Obesity Prevention Intervention to Improve Health Lifestyle Among Saudi Schoolgirls Aged 9 to 16, a Feasibility Study. Doha Hassan. Chancellor, that concludes my presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue the presentation of the Postgraduate Awards from the School of Health and Society, and each school student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Dr. Vicky Halliwell, Deputy Dean of the School and Health and Society, to present the awards.
Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Health and Society, I present for the award of Masters of Arts, Nursing, Registered Nurse Adult, Jenia Allen. Nathan Luke Butterworth. Rachel Clark. Peter UK Pong David. Samantha Eckersley. Sarah Ford. Thomas James Harrison. Ian Alexander Hodnett. Hayley Stephanie Kim Jackson. Lucy Jackson. Dominic Robert Kay. Anushka Kuta. Maeve Lane. Mevisi Medlela. Donna Massey. Claire O'Riordan. Juanito Perenella. Alexandra Rasmussen. Hannah Smith. For Masters of Arts Nursing, Registered Nurse, Children and Young People, Catherine Diana Chadwick. Carly Hathaway. Daniel Hyam. Charlotte Jones. Sophie Kelly. Harriet Monks. Melanie Moores. Georgina Amber Roberta Watkinson. Nicola Whelan. Grace Wynne Williams. For a Master of Arts, Nursing, Registered Nurse, Mental Health, Bouclair Mombutu Namchor Alain. Patricia Chima Anthony. Zara Ayrton. Imogen May Hannah Belcher. Lisa Koppock. Faye Joanne Delahunty. Chloe Louise Duxbury. Nicole Kirsty Gill. Matthew Gray-Torex. Shadrach Halawange. Natalie Lloyd. Paula Caroline Lockett. Ewan Robert Mackenzie. Laura Jane McClellan. Megan McIver. Murray. Kelly Nichols. Heather Denise Paris. Harriet Taylor. Alana Witter. For a Master of Science, Advanced Practice Neonates, Jenny Baker. Emma Birkby. Helen Combs. Rhianne Hankin. Maureen Mary Hayton. Ruth Hewitt. Emma Leggett. Lena Marmon. Jeanette Moore. Hannah Marie Ramsbottom. Saskia Scriven. Suzanne Threadgold. For a Master of Science Nursing, Eileen Ahern. Vicky Hazelden. Joanne Hunt. Smith Embing Cozy Johnson. Khalaf Adwa Al-Harabi. Bassam Kulaf Al-Mutari. Marwa Basha. Sorry. Reem Jamil M. Masari. And that concludes the postgraduate awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the undergraduate awards from the School of Health and Society, and each student will be presented with their award individually. I would like to invite Neil Withnell, Associate Dean, Academic Quality Assurance of the School of Health and Society, to present these awards.
Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Health and Society, it gives me great pleasure to present the following undergraduate awards. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing Registered Nurse Adult, Nana Adwubi. Osariam Sylvia Agido. Saira Ahmad. Kaylee Allen. Lillian Chioma Amade. Roya Victoria Armitage. Megan Rose Bate. Rebecca Bates. Jay Blackshaw. Colina Francis Blair. Heather Blenkinsop. Deryn Booth. Danielle Jane Boylan. Tina Louise Bregan. Jamie Burton. Emma Kahn. Gemma Coulter. Chloe Louise Crabb. Abigail Dalgleish. Victoria Ann Dean. Natalie Debar. Stacey Devine. Sarah Dickinson. Rosemary Drummond. Karen Antoine Ducille. Gemma Dunbar. Daniel Edge. Ibuken Eluoba. Kirsty Farnell. Leonie Fenny. Kimberly Jane Finney. Tin Daniel Finney. Talia Finnegan. Sarah Flanagan. Tanya Stacey Gidman. Emma Gordon. Ashley Rose Gunlack. Jade Hanley. Chelsea Herwood. Helen Louise Hartley. Naomi Victoria Herbert. Amy Hoyer. Angela Hilton. Caroline Hotwood Briggs. Anne Hughes. Sarah Humes. Helen Hunt. Charlotte Jacklin. Nicola Jackson. Abigail Jennings. Kelly Kilbride. Chantel Noland. Hannah Lawless. Kelsey Ann Lawton. Katie Louise Ledger. April Catherine Long. Lauren Rebecca Maiden. Megan Maders. Joanna Diane Makin. Victoria Marsh. Rhiannon Massey. Karen Susan McGuigan. Elizabeth Ann McOwen. Stacey Leanne Meller. Kelly Mitchell. Amy Naylor. Amy Rose Osman. Tyler Patel. Emma Jane Patterson. Alice Porter. Olivia Prescott. Alice Noel Fanny Proto. Dylan Quinn. Emma Louise Reid. Ashley Rees. Michelle Rennie. Rosie May Riley. Megan Iris Roberts. Macy Ann Rogers. Gemma Louise Royal. Iga Sawika. Charlotte Emily Scanlon. Taya Catherine Sarah Scanlon. Katie Emily Sewell. Sophie Sheldon. Gabriella Shields. Laura Scandridge. Nicole Ann Slater. Ashley Jade Smith. Daniel Lorna Irene Smith. Lauren Daniel Smith. Katie Souter. Beth Sudworth. Graham Andrew Taylor. Emma Thompson. Stephanie Louise Tootle. Rowena Trowbridge. Stacey Heather Truscott. Daisy Louise Tushaw. Michelle Denise Olwyn Upton. Diane Uweo. Richard Walker. Nicola Joanne Walsh. Alison Ward. Olivia Jane Whittaker. Jessica Wick. Rhiannon Carris Williams. Claire Willis. Charlie Wilson. Sarah Elizabeth Woods. Amal Yassin. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing, Registered Nurse, Children and Young People, Amina Akhtar. Elizabeth Ann Appleton. Sophie Nicole Bennett. Kirsty Bentley. Jennifer Pauline Bowdler. Olivia Ann Broderick. Gemma Brown. Lindsay Marie Charlton. Amber Cousins. Charlotte Dodd. Elisa Ellis. Megan Laura Fairhurst. Samantha Fisher. Sophie Fisher. Marnie Elizabeth Freeman. Alex Jade Amnett. Peggy Helps. Nasima Jama. Paige Ledson. Neve Catherine Liddy. Hayley Ruth Littler. Ikra Mahmood. Noor Milenkovic. Holly Mitchell. Rebecca Chloe Molyneux. Zara Naeem. Angela Neary. Natalie Pond. Lauren Perchon. Laura Jane Simmons. Georgina Taylor. Emma Laura Williamson. Lindsay Wilson. Bethany Winstanley. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing, Registered Nurse Mental Health, Zuniri Ali. Rachel Baker. Kate Bowen. Megan Alice Buckley. Rachel Chesworth. James Collier. Lauren Kate Davis. Holly Flynn. Nicola George. Jessica Lee Hall. Beth Hollinrake. Lisa Joanne Horrobin. Katie Hughes. Jenny Livesey Smith. Ian Matthews. Neve McAvoy. Hannah Louise McCohen. Keely Oates. Mateo Murray Onanuga. Abigail Shan Preston. Harriet Serwa. Natalie Jane Spencer. Destiny Taylor. Hannah Walton. Maxine Womack. Luke Christopher Woodhouse. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing Studies, Monica Kojo Afili. For the award of Bachelor of Science Nursing Registered Nurse Adult, Khadija Ahmed. Nikki Lee Bishop. Rebecca Lee Black. Sabrina Angela Davis. Jessica Dover. Rebecca Marie Gibson. Hannah Gloucester. Leah Jane Herring. Victoria Hibbert. Akiba Masood. Shelby Ann McKinney. Joshua John Neal. Selena Quinn. Claire Rainey. Samantha Denise Robinson. Megan Lee Smalley. Reha Taylor. Ashley Elizabeth Wild. For the award of Bachelor of Science Nursing, Registered Nurse, Children and Young People, Emily Barnes. For the award of Bachelor of Science Nursing, Registered Nurse, Mental Health, Sadaf Aslam. Marina Butterfield. Sharon Zapazi. Charlotte Hemsley. Blessing Madzamba. For the award of Master of Science Nursing, Anna Joy Siwagan Kalmita. For the award of Master of Arts Nursing, Registered Nurse, Mental Health, Esther Chiwayira. For the award of Master of Arts Nursing, Registered Nurse, Children and Young People, Kayome Forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentation of the awards. Before I invite the Chancellor to close the ceremony, please can I ask all guests to remain seated until all the graduates have left their seats. I would now like to invite the Chancellor, Professor Jackie Kay, to close the ceremony.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a huge pleasure shaking the hands of all of you new graduates. Can I say, first of all, a massive congratulations from me and from all of our staff and from all of your family and friends that are here today. Huge congratulations. We'll give you a round of applause now. Now, graduates, can I please ask you to please put on your hats? It is an extraordinary honour to see all the different ways that people have of crossing a stage and all the different ways that they have of shaking hands and all the different ways that people have of looking into your eyes when you receive your degree. It gives me a complete and utterly extraordinary picture of a slice of life, and it also makes me think that you are going to be going forth into the future being the people around the different bedsides. I've been spending a lot of the last 4 years of my life in various different hospitals with my mum and dad. My dad's now 93. When I became Macker, he was 91, and he said to me, "How long's your term in office?" I said, "It's 5 years, Dad." And he said, "Well, your mother and I will just need to see out your term in office." I very much hope that they do. And when my mum got out of hospital after a 4-month stay recently, I'd bought her a brand new poppy red, sartorially pleasing Zimmer. And on her first trip to the hairdressers out with this Zimmer, she said to me, "Jackie, you should have seen all the women crowding round me in the hairdressers. Talk about Zimmer envy." She said, "Zimmer rage, more like." Anyway, I love the fact that you're going to be going forth, hopefully helping us to have our wonderfully rich NHS. It's now in its 70th anniversary year. We must treasure our NHS. We must look after the very spirits that made it and the spirits that made it good. And it gives me great faith and excitement to see you all cross the stage today. So here's to our NHS. Here's to your future. Congratulations once more to our wonderful brand new honorary graduates. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go out, have a drink or two if you're that way inclined. And if you're not, well, whatever you are inclined to do, do. I won't go there. I'm glad that today we're not having the group photograph. On my very first year as Chancellor, we had an outside group photograph and everybody was asked to throw their hats. And I took off my hat in the spirit of my students. And somebody threw their hat very enthusiastically and it hit me in the head. And it felled me to the ground. And I thought, what an absolutely silly death that would have been, you know. A mortal wound by a mortar board. Could you just seen it, the wee obituary? It would have been ridiculous, but anyway. I'm glad we're not going to have these kind of photographs today. But anyway, it's been a really marvellous ceremony. It's been full of great spirit and great enthusiasm. I hope everybody here has massively enjoyed themselves. And I can now declare this ceremony closed.